Hey folks, Trina's here from Alpha Kettlebell Fitness, and I just want to share with you a few quick teaching tips on some of the real basics of using kettlebells. There's a lot of things going on with kettlebells. They're a really accessible tool, but there's a few key teaching points that you might want to grab onto if you're going to be using them for yourselves or actually helping clients get into great shape and fitness. So Sarah's going to help us demonstrate one of the classic, probably the most used kettlebell exercise, the two hands kettlebell swing. A real simple movement. It starts with the base foundation of kettlebells, and that is to work on the hip hinge. So Sarah's just going to grab the bell with two hands. She's going to hinge herself back. She's going to have great posture. This is a hip dominant movement, and then she's just going to drive the kettlebell back and then extend her body. Some of the terminology people like to use with the kettlebell is snapping. Extending the body seems to be a little bit better movement and a little bit better verbal cueing for most people. One of the keys that I like to talk about is if we keep that kettlebell above the knee, it leads us to hinging the hip back, whereas if that bell starts to come down below the knee, I'll have Sarah show it when she slows down in a second. When she goes to a deep position, she ends up either squatting the movement, or if the weight beats her to the bottom position, she'll actually flex around her low back, whereas where a lot of people run into trouble if they're doing that and they end up saying kettlebell swings hurt my back. And so with such a great tool, it'd be very sad for that kind of experience to happen to somebody. So again, it's a hip dominant movement, just like Sarah demoed there. It is not being moved by the arm. If you see the weight start to droop down, so if you have the weight as such, that means we're starting to arm the movement a little bit. So hip dominant, keep the weight above the knees, always maintain upper back. Even though the back is, or the upper body is not producing movement, it is stabilizing so the force can be translated through the upper back. So there's a few quick coaching cues for the two-handed kettlebell swing for you.